Hi. Trying to get my act together here. Oh, shit. It's going to be a long night, probably. Who knows what'll happen tonight. All kinds of fun torture. Last night, we got my gas line punctured. Yay. Now I can't go anywhere again. Stranded. I think that could cause an explosion on my car, I'm pretty sure, when you got gas leaking out by your tailpipe. Especially when you got your tailpipe all fucking plugged up with something. They got my tailpipe plugged up with something. And, you know, I mean, listen, I've been sabotaged so many times with my cars. I found a rag in my intake. In the intake manifold of my vehicle, there was a red rag that had sucked clear up into there. Yeah, babe. That's a good one. That's a good one. And now that I think about it, I think my Uncle Fritz used to sabotage my cars instead of working on them. Word might have got back to him that I told somebody he won't leave me alone about stupid shit or something. Fuck you, fucking Fritz. Fucking says he's gonna send me $100. It's the first family member that's ever offered to do anything was Fritz telling me he was gonna send me $100, right? So I'm like, wow, cool, because he sends me texts telling me I didn't deserve any of this and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I know, dude. I don't need you to tell me that I didn't deserve this, Uncle Fritz. I know I didn't deserve this. But it's cool that you do know that, okay, right? But it's he was just told me he was going to kill himself, and I thought, motherfucker, you're going to kill yourself and take with you all the information you have that could save me. Wow, man, that's a fucking good one, dude. That's just like, here, have this one. Fucking here's an uppercut for you. I mean, like, I was way less concerned about the fact that he's going to kill himself than I was about the fact that he was going to go to his grave without helping me before he does. If you're going to kill yourself, you have no repercussions to suffer from telling what you know, which is a fucking lot, which is everything. He knows everything. He knows everything. He knows everything about this whole thing. Fritz knows from the beginning. Fritz knows that when I tell you my aunt's been doing this to me since before I was born, he knows that's the truth. Fritz knows I'm telling the truth about everything. My family, oh, I'm a rat because I told on my Aunt Bernie for kidnapping a baby. No, you know what? I outed my aunt because she stole my dog, and I'm tired of her thinking she can steal people's babies. Okay? Bernie cannot just run around and steal babies whenever she decides she wants a baby. She can't do that with babies, and she can't do it with people's dogs. Okay? So I put it up for 5 minutes about my aunt. It's something that my mom had repeated to hundreds of thousands of people throughout my life. I know. All of our customers, all of our babysitting people, everybody knew about the story that my mom tells about my aunt. Everybody in Spokane has heard. If you know my mom, you've heard the story. Okay? That's all there is to it. And I have plenty of witnesses that can verify this. Anyway, so I put what was already out there anyways on the internet because I told my aunt, I'm like, listen, I warned her for like 2 months. I gave her 2 months. Yeah, she would not give my dog back. Well, you can't just kidnap people's dogs, and you can't just kidnap people's babies, Bernie. You can't. No. I put her shit on the internet. My family was so mad at me. Everybody jumped my ass for it. Of course, they aren't getting their identity stolen or their dog or baby stolen. So, I'm the bad guy for telling on my aunt. Somebody who's the biggest piece of shit I've ever met in my life, and they have too. Nobody in my family really likes Aunt Bernie. I mean, everybody in my family is deathly afraid of Aunt Bertie, but do they really like her? No, they know she's a bad person. They know she's a bad guy. Everybody does. Everybody knows Bernie's a bad person. Everybody knows Bernie's scary. Why do you think everybody's scared of Bernie? Everybody's afraid of Bernie. Nobody's ever going to tell on Bernie because she's a deadly motherfucker. But the problem is that she just, it's so funny too, because I remember being a little girl, just a tiny, I remember one of my first memories was telling Bernie, no, bitch. She always thought she was more powerful than me. Even when I was a little girl, I told her she wasn't. I told her, no, you're not. No, you're not. You can't do that stuff to me. And she fucking made into me once. Oh, God. Oh, God. I remember her coming at me. I was like 3 years old. And fuck her. She's weird. She's a real piece of shit. Called me Candace name. She's my godmother. She's my godmother? Whoa. Lyle? You know what, unfortunately? Lyle Olson's name is in on my identity theft stuff, and that just breaks my fucking heart. It breaks my heart into a million pieces to think that my godfather, Lyle Olson, is part of this identity theft shit. His name is all over it. I know. And then the way he treats me, it all makes sense. The way he tries to paint me out as this bad person and how he's accused me of being this bad person. And I don't even know what the violation is that he's ever concluding any of this about. He says I borrowed $20 from Matt and Libby, the fucking weird hippie loner fucking butthut guy, Longmont, whatever avenue, Minnesota Avenue. Wisconsin, Minnesota. Right by Christ Lutheran Church of Mary Burns. I can't remember who, Matt Fennessy. I guess I borrowed $20 or something from him. Which is weird, because I don't borrow money from people. Like, I mean, Matt Fennessy is probably one of the only people in the whole world that I've ever even borrowed money from. My Uncle Fritz, I borrowed a lot of money from, but I paid every single dime of it back responsibly, and he can attest to that. I used to borrow money from him sometimes, but then I asked him to hang on to my gun, and he sold that, so fuck. For $200, I asked him to hang on to it. Yeah, dude, that's hardcore, Fritz. Man, I couldn't really do that, dude. My double barrel, double trigger coach. He said he sold it. You know what? I'll bet you 10-1 Uncle Fritz still owns my dad's gun that he left to me. How much do you want to make a bet in Fritz's gun collection is a double barrel, double trigger fucking coach gun? He told me he sold it. Like, I never did receive any money for it either, though. He held on to it for $200. He said he sold it. I'll bet you 10-1 that is probably Fritz's prized possession. I'll bet you Fritz's prized possession is a gun that he stole from me. Open up Fritz's gun safe. I'll bet you 10-1 that motherfucker's got a double barrel, double trigger, 12 gauge side by side shotgun. It was a Wells Fargo coach gun, and it was my dad's, and my dad left it to me. Yeah. I don't think Fritz sold it. I highly doubt he sold that gun. And if he did, he got a lot of money for it. But I never saw. Oh, is that why he sent me $100? What else did he? Fritz, dude, $100 he sent me. I mean, like, here's little tiny, what was left in the ice chest of his heart brought him to give me $100. Okay, so I'm thinking he's so great. I'm like, I'm encouraged by this, right? Until I get a message from him telling me he wants me to send him pornographic videos of myself. Well, I ran across somebody that had taken pornographic videos of me that I didn't even know had done this. Okay. And I told him that I wanted them. So I actually had some in reserve to go ahead and shoot off to him. Fuck it, Weirdo, there you go. I guess the $100 wasn't out of the bottom of your heart. It was out of the bottom of your dick and your balls. Okay, cool. My uncle. You think I want to say this about my fucking uncle? No, I don't. But it's so disgusting the way it gets worse, okay? Because he posted the videos I sent him that he asked me to send him on my Facebook account that I don't have access to anymore. I'm like, he called me to tell me that. Then he kept calling me again, and all he wanted to talk about was, will you send me shitty underwear in mail? I'm just like, I hung up with him because I was going to try to take the videos down. But you know what? As I started to get on the Facebook, I thought, you know what? I don't even know if I want to remove that, because if you put something like that on the internet of me, then I mean, I'm just kind of like, whatever. I guess I'm glad. Good for you, buddy. Nice work. I mean, I don't know. You trying to make me look bad or something? Because I don't care. Like, I'm not the kind of person, not like you people. I don't have shit I'm ashamed of, okay? Like, am I ashamed that I did that? Not really. I don't even really care. Like, it's not even, I don't even give a shit. Like, does that make me sick? No, it doesn't. It's like, I'm the most starved to death person over here ever. I've been dealing with his shit like that forever. Whatever, you know? I mean, I'm not in the wrong there. Whatever. I don't even care. But I was, like, pushed into a corner. And do you like how he first offers me $100 just with no strings attached, right? And my willingness to just be like, oh, wow, what a wonderful man. I wonder if I got my package on my front door. Because if I did, you better keep your paws off of it, people. Poking holes in the fucking grass there, dude. You just gotta love it. When does it ever end? Question is, when does this fucking campaign of hate and torture on me get to, like, you know, come to a halt at some point? Because it doesn't involve me being dead to where it stops. I know this is a big problem, world. I know people don't want to deal with it. And what a pain in the ass. What a pain in the ass to have to help Camel. Jeez, that's just ridiculous. I don't have time to help people like Kamala. Yeah, you do. They're not going to happen. Oh, don't let people get to you. Don't let them inside your head. Don't let them get to you. Just ignore them. No, I'm not going to ignore them. It's never been my instinct to ignore any of this. I'm not going to ignore a whole bunch of fucking losers calling me names and harassing me. No, I'm not going to ignore that. Oh, well, I've never heard anybody say that. You're just feeding into it. Good. I'm going to feed my input into it till forever. You're not going to kill me. You're not going to take me out. And you're not going to keep ignoring my problems here that I have with all these people. These are criminals that are operating in your neighborhood. And you know what? I'm going to prevent them from being able to do this to anybody else, for one thing. And I'm also going to stop them from continuing to do it to me, too. Okay? Now, I'm not going to ignore it. Nope. You're just letting it get to you. You can say whatever you want. You can come up with any kind of stupid, fucking distracting solution you think. Sounds good, but no. Any attempts at mental health or distracting from the situation at this point really make people look guilty. Okay? When the police say the mental health to my door, they just look guilty. That is a blatant disrespectful disregard for the fact that I need serious help. Okay? It doesn't involve mental health counseling. The kind of help I need has nothing to do with mental health counseling. Sure, there's some mental health counseling that might need to be looked at and done someday in my future, but it isn't your fucking business. First of all, it's nobody's business when I decide that I want to go heal from all the shit that's done. But I'm not going to go do it while it's still happening, okay? I'm not going to sit down and cry about any of it. I'm not going to sit and try to decipher and deal with the mental health trauma that's been inflicted on me until the mental health trauma that's being inflicted comes to a stop. Okay? It's nothing matters. And my mental health is not your fucking business. By the way, it's not anyone's business. It's nobody's business. My mental health. Trying to make me go to mental health counseling is not your job. It's not your business. Quit treating me like I'm some kind of a retard, like a child. Like you need to, no. Get the fuck out of my business, first of all. If I decide to go to counseling, it is literally none of your business. Do you think that a cop in Spokane has any business thinking about my mental health when they're not doing anything to help me? No, they don't. No, they don't. And you know what? The blatant disrespectful underlying message there is too strong to ignore. And it's not funny, okay? Fucking Knezevich. Stop shoving mental health people in my face. I mean it. Now. Stop any mental health bullshit. You're not distracting from an actual gigantic problem anymore by throwing mental health people in my face, weirdo. And the fire department, too. Get the fuck off of my back, police and fire, with your mental health social services bullshit. I don't need social services. And if I ever decide to go to mental health counseling, it's none of your fucking business. If you'd kindly do your job. Hey, the Spokane County Sheriff's Department isn't asking for any help in locating a missing person named Ozzie Shirley, okay? Just know they're not going to ask for the public's assistance. It's not a crime they're worried about, okay? Ozzie being dead is no problem to them. Why? Probably because there was a bunch of lies told about him that made him out to be a sex offender, just like there's a bunch of lies that were told about me to make me out to be a rat. But what's really going on is people are stealing millions of dollars using mine and my brother's identities and creating synthetic identities attached to us. I don't have a bunch of family members that are listed on my ancestry. If they're DNA connected to me, they're family members, but they're probably distant cousins. Okay? But they're the relatives that are shown as connected to me as a relative are not relative. They're not DNA connected. They're not anything else. Some of them probably have managed to get DNA of mine so that they could match it up to these supposed identities, because that's how far these people go. These people go so far that they kill people to do this. I mean, there's no lengths there's no limits to where they'll go to try and do fictitious bullshit on a person. My brother's missing. I don't think my brother's alive. But one thing we do know is that the police are not asking for your help in finding out any information that has to do with this. The day when I had the 10th person tell me that my brother had raped me while I was sleeping, I started to really analyze this scenario. And I realized pretty quickly that, hey, wait a minute. That's right. All this stuff people are doing to us. Look at the lies that are being told about me. I can't go even outside without being called a rat. Well, at this point, I mean, I'm just going to, rat. Fuck you, dude. I don't even care if you think I'm a rat. I don't care if you tell the whole world that I'm a rat. You're dumb. I'm going to tell on you and everything you've done to me to the entire world. If you think that's a rat, good. I don't care. But, this Justice Minds that supposedly... I'm worried. I don't. That whole story I'm really suspicious of because she's very close to Kendra. She's attached to Kendra, and she's got this big bad story about somebody causing her to have a baby under bad circumstances. Now, I don't know what that is about, but she's sure all over Facebook with Kendra doing this. And if they're talking about my brother, then I want to know if that's what they're talking about. Because if they are, I don't even believe the story. I don't think it's even a true story. If they're talking about my brother, if they're trying to say that this girl was somehow taken advantage of by my brother, I don't believe the story is even true. So I don't know who she's talking about or who she's claiming did this to her. But it just seems like since my brother's missing and Kendra's so attached with her, you can see her on Facebook telling Kendra she called again because the number I have to talk to Kendra is that number. Is this person even a real person? This Justice Minds? Who is she? And what happened with this baby she has? I'm not trying to be nosy, but it's awful close to my family affairs. And my family affairs involve some really sketchy, fucking fucked up shit being done to us and our reputations. Is this a scenario of a girl lying about my brother? It better not be. It better not be. And if you're claiming that my brother did something to you and you have a baby because of it, I want a DNA test. Because I don't believe you. I do not believe you. I'm just going to say it right here, right now. And if I'm wrong, so be it. I have a plenty of fucking reasons to think what I think. Many valid reasons to believe what I'm saying right now might be true. This Justice Minds apparently, supposedly has some baby that I don't even think is related to me. And if it is, there's some kind of a lie going on there. My brother was killed under the pretense and idea that he's something that he wasn't. Because that's why they're trying to kill me too. They've been trying to kill me under the pretense of me being a rat. Yeah, well, I've never told on anybody to get out of trouble. I don't have a CI number. I've never even been asked any questions about anybody. So this whole rat shit is retarded. It's a made-up story created to keep me held underwater while people steal money using my name and the names of my dead family. I am the only living beneficiary and relative of William Osborne Shirley Sr., Colonel Bill Shirley. I'm the only living beneficiary to any of his money. All these people are fake people. All these people are identities that are attached. But what's so funny is that all their last names are tied into it. I mean, come on, dude. You got your name, Carlson, all over. It like, gee, I wonder who that is. Could it be this supposed friend of mine? Who's Stevens with a PH? Who's Stevens with a VENS? Who is Kennard? I don't have a bunch of family members named Kennard. I don't have a whole bunch of family members named Kennard. I don't have any family members named Kennard. I do not. Tell me how the Kennard family got listed as relatives of mine all over my fake shit all over the internet, listed as relatives of mine, listed as relatives of my grandparents. You know what, you sick, fucking, disgusting motherfuckers, you scumbag motherfuckers. Yeah, you got a lot of respect in this town because you're stealing someone else's money and trying to get power off of someone else's back and hard work and blood, sweat, and tears. You are disgusting. You are disgusting. I've been friends with Kennards my whole life. And I still am, if they're not one of these people. I like to say I can forgive people, but I mean, I really don't think like trying to forgive people for anything right now is a good idea. I'm going to skip the forgiveness part until we get to the part where they're actually being reprimanded for their crimes. Okay. Massive amounts of felony identity theft committed. Excuse me, we have a problem that I'm not going to stop talking about until we start taking care of it. And the solution isn't and has nothing to do with taking me out. You're not taking me out. You've already destroyed my life and taken me out. I've been walking dead with no ability to even have a human right for decades because of you people. So you know what? I've spent plenty of time being dead in hell. And guess what? No. This is the next chapter of my life. The chapter of my life where I get to actually live my life. The chapter of my life where I actually get to be me. Okay? Without fake relatives attached to me. The names of every single person I've ever met. Cindy Johnson, Shannon Nolan. These people are written all over this shit. Every friend I've ever had in this whole town has their name attached to this fucking thing. It's disgusting. I have not been bad to any of these people. And if I ever took a moment out of my time to flick somebody's little fucking deal off or something, like, come on, dude. I don't do bad shit to people. I'm not a bad person. I don't fucking steal. I don't lie, cheat, hurt people. It's not who I am. So none of these people can say that about me. Even if they could, it still doesn't give anybody a right to do anything that they've done. But the problem is their justification that they think that they try to say they have isn't even real. It's all lies. The rat that you decided it was okay to do this because of didn't exist. Fuck you, man. You're a dumb fucking loser piece of shit. Sucking off of the back of someone else's blood, sweat, and tears because on your own blood, sweat, and tears, you ain't shit. You got the fucking maintenance man telling me I'm dead? The fuck out my apartment complex, you stupid loser. You're a maintenance man for my apartment complex? Is that as far as you could get in life? Even stealing somebody's identity, you still couldn't get any farther than being a fucking maintenance man. I'm a college graduate. I've held positions as high as a comptroller. Okay? So this pipsqueak motherfucker with the reindeer fucking ears on his truck can suck my dick. Pussy ass faggot. Dumb piece of shit, wannabe gangster who ain't shit. Wearing a golf hat all over the place. You're stupid, man. Take your fucking dumbass golf hat off. You're a dumbass. You look like a fucking retard with that hat on. Wearing that golfer hat, getting into his weird Honda truck, dude. I mean, those Honda trucks are nice trucks, actually. Any Honda's a good Honda. But for some reason, that gay-ass hat he wears is just his personality and who he is and what he looks like just matches perfect with that truck. For some reason, they go together so well. I mean, like, what a perfect fit there. It's the complete package of that guy. Like, dude, I know you think you're really cool, but you're actually really fucking retarded. You're retarded. What a retard. And he just hates me. I've literally not even had a conversation with the guy. I really have not even had one conversation with this guy. I mean, just in passing, hi. I'll get this garbage cleaned up off the front porch because I had a garbage can out there one day filled with garbage. That's all I've said with this guy. And the first day I met the stupid punk ass motherfucker, he comes waddling up my walkway telling me I'm dead and I have it recorded the first day. First day I ever saw this stupid punk on my property over here as a property maintenance guy. I grew up around that dude. I think I might have even gone to school with that guy. But he's been in Spokane for when he was younger. I mean, like, he moved away or whatever, but he's got Spokane ties that I remember him growing up in this town. I remember that dude. The dude that's the boyfriend of the security wannabe bitch over here. I grew up with him too. And you know what's so creepy about him is he just sits there with his hunched over looking and just staring, right? All the time. Growing up as a kid, he was always doing the same thing in the background, even as a child. He was a fat, weird kid, just like sitting there watching all the time. And he was like, just like a creepy dude in the background, that you never really even acknowledged existed. You know what I mean? He's a creepy dude in the background, but there's creepy dudes in the background everywhere in Spokane. And he was just one that was always in the background that you never really acknowledged that he existed or anything, because he's just always in the background being creepy and weird and staring. And he calls me a rat and tells me I'm dead too. Like, you stupid, fat, idiotic motherfucker. I'm not scared of you. You're so dumb. Oh, and every time I see that security guard lady, get back in your house, she's told me a couple different times. Excuse me? What? No, weirdo. Why are you telling me to get in my house? You're a fucking weirdo. The last time I got it recorded. I got it recorded. I got it recorded. I got it recorded. I record everything all the time. I got it recorded. I got it recorded. I took the camera out of my front window because I was going to, work it all over, download everything, blah, blah, blah. I never put it back in my front window. So whoever came and poked a hole in my gas line, I didn't get to see. But the scrawny bitch that has skin hanging off of her butt was part of it. She was being a lookout while they poked a hole in my gas line last night. Who did it? I think it was Roger. And the Mexicans and that scrawny bitch with skin hanging off of her ass were the lookouts while Roger poked a hole in my gas line. Roger and Kathy, because Kathy is the car sabotage guru. She's the one that you call. She's also the poisonous gas fume guru too. Yay. And I'll tell you what, she'll rape the hell out of a dog. So cool. Right on. She looks like a dead person. She's got breast cancer and brain cancer and lung cancer. And I feel sorry for her. I really do. I feel sorry for all of these people. Honestly, at the end of the day, man, I'm just thankful I'm not any of these people. That is the one thing, man, I can just feel so good about. I'm not these people, dude. Because if I was one of these guys, man, then it would really be over. If I had to wake up and look in the mirror and know that I'm any one of these people, honest to God, I would probably just kill myself within minutes. If I have to be me and wake up as any of these people one day, I would kill myself. If I went to the mirror and I looked in the mirror and I was Lorraine, I would just, honest to God, I would put a bullet immediately in my head. I mean, I'm sorry, I could not be Chucky. No. I'm not, no. If I woke up and I was the little Chucky over there one day, I would kill myself. If I had to wake up and be that beady-eyed little inbred piece of shit over there, I would kill myself. God, she's always wearing my clothes in front of me that she stole. I'm like, what is it with her? It's like she's got this new sense of found confidence when she's wearing my stolen clothes. Like, that doesn't make you me, Lorraine. When you wear my clothes, it doesn't make you me. And you don't look as good in my clothes as I do either, weirdo. You are, like, something's wrong with the face on that one. You know what I mean? Look at her face. Something's not right. You meet some people and you're like, by looking at them that something's wrong. Okay, she's one of those people. Am I trying to make fun of her about that? No. But this woman does sit on the other side of my wall and has given me hundreds of thousands of death threats, night and day, 24 hours for 400 straight days. So if I were making fun of her, I probably wouldn't even feel bad. I mean, she's good material. And beady little eyes. I mean, she came out of her mom's belly playing the banjo. Oh, Jason Weekly. Jason Weekly's a lineman. He's a fucking lineman. Jason, oh my God. He's like, you talking about the GMC? His pride and joy, the only thing he's ever felt good about in life was a GMC that he fraudulently purchased. Okay. Right on, Jason. Then you see him on Facebook. He doesn't have any posts on Facebook except for he took his car, his GMC to the car wash. It's coming right along. What? Is the truck on a come along or something? What do you mean it's coming right along? Because you took it to the car wash, you weirdo? Andrew Petroni, he goes and buys a 38 Ford. He calls it a commuter. He didn't put 1 ounce of blood, sweat, or tears into that car, but he's just his pride and joy. This old thing, it's a commuter. It's a commuter. He's going to drive it up to a hot lunch date. Okay, I'll bet you anything I know who he's talking about. He's going to drive his commuter up to his proud mom. Well, nobody rides in the commuter for free, Mom. You got to pay to play. Come on now. This is my commuter, and you ain't riding for free. Okay? Nobody rides for free in Andrew's commuter. Okay? It's a badass hot rod of Andrew's. He didn't put 1 ounce of blood, sweat, or tears into it, but he did purchase it from somebody who did. Okay? So he's real proud of that thing that he got, probably stealing money. How much do you want to make a bet? Just the way he has money is the same way everybody else has money when they do the same thing. It's the same thing. I've watched it over and over and over again. Over and over and over again in my life. If I watched people that I used to know and be friends with get this money and then what they do with it, each one of them. Oh, look at how bright he was with his money, and they were with their, look what they did with theirs, and look what they did with theirs, and dirt, and on and on and on and on and on. You got Phil over here, he bought a big business, supposedly. Whatever, he's got a motorcycle. Everybody else, just driving around, spending money that they stole by robbing banks in my name. Right on. And they're trying to kill me and shut me up. And hey, the cops are trying to help them, but they still can't get it accomplished. You notice that? Because I'd like to see him try. I really would. Not have they ever come to my house actually trying to do anything, except for home invade my home. And who knows what that was, Lonnie did not need to do that. He didn't do anything. I told the police that he didn't do shit. And I definitely didn't mention the names of anybody that was with him, even though I know the names of the people that were with him. Okay? The cops came to my door. They wanting to know about it, and unfortunately, I had some notes outside with his wallet for him, like karma's a bitch and blah, blah, blah. Here's your wallet, yada, yada. It was a restraining order against me because he pressed false charges on me for assault that I spent time in jail for and took the charges for, and I'm a rat. Are you kidding me? So him and so-and-so, or nobody, I don't know. Okay. But all I do know who did whatever. Okay? Kicking my door in because I have your wallet. I've been your so-called girlfriend for the last year and some odd amount of time. You've known my mom since I was 4 years old. I mean, really, you got to kick my door in, which he didn't do. I told the police he did not do it, and he did not do it, okay? And the other people that were with him, there's never even been a mention of their names. I didn't even say the names of them. To this day, they're completely anonymous, and I know exactly. So shut up, calling me a fucking rat. Here I am protecting these people. I do it all the time. I've done it for years. I've protected all kinds of people, like from the things that they've done to me. I've called prosecutors and told prosecutors, please drop the charges because I don't want any charges. Well, the state's doing it. I don't care. Get this shit away from me. You're using my name to press charges on people, and I don't want you to. I've done that plenty of times, I've done things that, like, rats don't do. I mean, I've had guns held to my head when I'm 7 months pregnant with my baby, and then those guns fired off fully unloaded right above my head. And I still never told anybody shit, and I never will. Why? Sometimes I wonder. I have plenty enough to tell on. I don't need to drudge any other shit up that I could tell on, okay, that I haven't. There's plenty to tell on just by going to my Ancestry account for 5 minutes. Good Lord. You think I got time to fucking run around and figure out? Listen, I don't involve myself in stupid shit. When stupid criminals do stupid shit, I'm not with them, nor am I privy to the information. Thank you. And I'm offended that you think I would be. So fuck around and fuck off and get the fuck away from me. Thinking that I know shit about people that I could tell. I know things about people that they've done to me that I could probably tell. Okay, but what anybody's done to anybody else, I do not know about. And nor could I tell on anybody for anything. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. I don't participate with stupid people and stupid things. Therefore, I have nothing to tell. That's how I know that you're bullshit. And if you think you have some bullshit written down by some lying ass cop, well, that's you believing a lying ass cop that's trying to help you kill me. So, yeah, again, bullshit. Void, 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 void. Both of your legs are broken that you had to stand on. Okay, you don't have anything to stand on. You're supposed, whatever it is that anybody thinks they have. Nobody has ever once in their lives come up to me and told me directly that they think I'm a rat. They are all retards that are hiding in the bushes, butt ass naked with a chicken mask on. Fucking weirdos. Hiding out in my bushes and shit. Fucking weirdos. The maintenance guy outside of my house at nighttime or daytime, it doesn't even matter. If you're a dude standing outside of my apartment calling me a rat, you're a loser and you need to, like, seriously go get a life. You're a fucking weirdo. What a weirdo. Who in the hell has time in their life to yell obscenities at somebody through a wall? To call, not yell obscenities, to call somebody a name over and over again. Like, are you 5? How old are you? 6? Don't matter how old you are. You're never going to be shit because you're a fucking loser, dude. And if you've gone half of a century on the planet and you still don't know what karma is, well, buddy, then you deserve everything you get. And believe me, you're going to get it. It's coming. It's all coming to every single one of you. I promise you. I guarantee you. I can say with 100% certainty that you are going to have to deal with what you are and what you've done. All of it. It's all coming. Okay? And even if some of you don't even get caught or go to jail, life is going to give you what you've given life. You reap what you sow, folks. And if you've been on the planet for 50 years and you still don't know that you reap what you sow, then, you just deserve everything you're going to get because you will reap what you sow. I promise. Every single one of you. The shit you people have coming is just nightmarish. Nightmarish. The shit you have in your future is what nightmares are made of. And unfortunately, even innocent American citizens in this town have a certain level of karma because of this situation. Because ignoring me is not like ignoring somebody else. This is such a quantified issue. If you even involve yourself, even for a second, by even calling me a rat or trying to harass me, you're not just doing a small little act. You are part of a very large problem that has a whole different level of karma attached to it that attaches to you. There's their poor raped dog. She's a rescue. Nice. Wow. But if you took her to the ASPCA, she would show obvious signs of abuse. Okay. If she had a real examination from a vet that specialized in that shit, you would see. I know that's Midget, huh? Bubba's scared to death of Midget. He's scared to death of Midget. Apparently, that area of the yard out there doesn't have any lie on it. But then again, if they're torturing other people's dogs, I guarantee, yeah, they poor Midget. I love you, Midget. I love you, Midget. I love you, Midget. I love Midget. Midget loves Camelot. Midget really loves Camelot. Oh, Midget loves Camelot. I love Midget. Midget always keeping a freaking fighting dog. She just, they didn't know what she was, what kind of dog she was. So I had to figure it out for him. She's a Patterdale Terrier. I think she's a purebred Patterdale. Purebred Patterdale, African Pattern dog. They're a pocket kit dog. They're cool dogs, actually. They're very close relation to the Black Terrier, which is what I have. She's a Patterdale. Yeah, but I'm certain to hear about it. Patterdale. They're cool. Patterdale. All terriers are good. They're all ratters. Every terrier was ratters. They know how to get rat. My dog is caught 2 mice. This one's little tiny butt caught 2 different mice before. I said, well, fuck you all. So there's maybe some innocent neighbors around here. And if there are, there's definitely ways of relaxing. And I know that almost many of them stand up and look out the window. Not that they have a fucking dog. No, bitch, you guys. Don't ever think I'm not going to. It's coming, buddy. It's going. There's your right. And you don't harass them. I told you from the beginning. You ain't going to win. Don't harass me. Harass me is a bad idea, something. It's a bad idea. You can write on the top of the list. Yeah, they've helped create a hell. You know why my porch is a mess? Because I don't want to go outside and clean it and listen to the Pinkertons over here call me a rat. I'm kind of tired of it, So they've prevented me from even having a life on the back side of my house. And everybody else worked hard on the front side. Oh, what have we got? Somebody out here that wants to say something? Say something. Come here and say something, please. Please do. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame, people. Yeah, the old Pinkertons back there. They've really helped make life a real joy around here for me. They've really been a pleasant experience to have as neighbors. I think that might be Lonnie's brother, actually. I don't know for sure, but he's a relative of Lonnie's, I think. And I do believe he's Lonnie's brother. And I'm not even going to get into that because I think Lonnie framed his own brother or something. Or his brother took the credit for something, but I'm not going to get into it because it's not my business. That is definitely not my business, that whole scene. Not my business. Not my business. Not my family. Not my family. Not my business. Not my deal. And I'm not going to even say it. However, yeah. You know, and I mean, I spent a lot of time with Lonnie. My time with him, I wasn't fake. I mean, I don't know. Do I care about him? Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, if he were to say he was sorry or show any level of remorse or human kindness, because sometimes he does, every once in a while, he brought me flowers. Okay, he didn't have to go buy me flowers, but you know, there's a side to him that's really evil, really evil, extremely. Oh man, I got hours and hours of video of him. Hours and hours of video of him being so abusive. I think I even got hours of video of him even hitting me. I think I've caught him on video physically assaulting me. But boy, have I ever recorded him. And you know what? Some of the times when I was recording him, I haven't even watched all the videos of everybody I've recorded. Because I know on some of them, I'm going to find things happening that I didn't know happened. And I'm not saying that that's the case with Lonnie, but yeah, do I know that I have been drug facilitated, raped at his house before? Yeah. Knocked out, taken out to the casino. I've been taken out to the casino while I'm sleeping. I don't know how many times by people. And the reason I know that is because of people telling me. I don't know it because I was awake. Yeah, there are lots of people. A very large majority of the people in Spokane are either part of this, or they know somebody, or they care about somebody, or they're related to somebody that is part of this. It's a very, very, very rampant thing. Have I thought about moving? I mean, Spokane is filled with a lot of terrible, gross, disgusting people. But my inclination, as a Shirley, isn't to ever leave and run away from anything. No, I'm not going to. Everybody was telling me I got to get out of Spokane. I got to get out of Spokane. All these people wanted me out of Spokane because they were afraid that if I live in Spokane, that I'm going to expose them. Well, your fears have come true because I didn't leave. Okay, that's why I didn't leave too. That was part of the reason. Part of the other reason is this is where I was born and raised. I shouldn't have to uproot and go anywhere for anybody. If I want to be somewhere, I can be somewhere. I haven't done anything in life to not be able to do what I want to do as far as live somewhere. Okay, period. To do what I want to do, period. I'm not hurting somebody. And I'm just living my life. I deserve to be able to live my life. Period. I've more than earned my right to be an American citizen and live peacefully. More than earned my right. When you've paid your dues, you know you've paid your dues, okay? You don't just say, I've paid my dues and not know you've paid your dues. Well, I don't anyway. If I can say that, I know I have. I've overpaid. My karma is good karma sitting in the bank waiting for me to collect on it. And I'm collecting on it now. The next chapter of my life is up and running. and doesn't involve any more torture from you people. Okay? No, you're not going to kill me. But Brian moving everything out of that garage of his is an attempt to remove DNA. But how much do you want to make a bet? He can't get all the DNA out of that garage. I'll bet you. I'll bet you he can't get all that DNA out of that garage. Those garages is not something he can get. There's DNA in those garages that Brian is not going to be able to get rid of. I can almost telling you. And I did tell the cops that a little bit of, like I said, they mentioned the garage, and I mentioned a little bit of it to the cops. But when the cops are standing in front of you, and the only cops that are standing in front of you are the mental health cops, I mean, they don't even care anyway. They don't take down the information. They don't care. You notice that the police are not asking for your help in locating my brother, okay? And I know everybody thinks that my brother was some sex offender or something. You made some big bad lie up about him that I still don't know, because it was kept from me. The information about what was told about my brother was made out to be a bad person, just like I was, for the same reason that I was. And it wasn't because we were bad people. It was because they need to be justified somehow. The police not locating my brother and not trying to locate my brother is because they have this idea in their head that he did something bad to deserve to die. But the idea that he did something bad is a fucking bullshit lie that was created so that they could kill him. Okay? My brother's the other half of the money. There's way more than enough money for me and my brother, all right? There would have been more than enough money for Kendra. Kendra would have been way better off if she hadn't done all this. Now Kendra's screwed, okay? Kendra's not going on vacation again. Kendra's not going to see a dime of any inheritance, okay? Specifically. Skylar will. Skylar can have some. Skylar can have some money. I'll give Skylar some money, but I will not give Kendra any money. And I don't really want to give Skylar any either, because Skylar was a real big piece of shit to me. Skylar was a piece of shit to me one day. So bad. I couldn't believe it, man. Couldn't believe my own nephew, who I love so much. He was my favorite baby out of all the babies, because he looks like me. Skylar looks like me. He was my boy. He was my boy. I love that little guy, man. He was my favorite boy. But not anymore, dude. He was a piece of shit to me last time I saw him, dude. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I couldn't even believe this was my own nephew standing in front of me. I mean, I'll never forget that. I was so, like, I'll never get over my little nephew treating me the way that he did when I was so down. Oh, my gosh. I mean, kick them when they're down. Oh, boy. Sucker punch them, kick them when they're down. That's who these people are. They're dirty people. I don't fight fair either, but I'll tell you one thing. I don't kick people when they're down. I do not kick people when they're down. I don't sucker punch people. I don't fight fair, but I don't do that shit. There's no such thing as a fair fight, folks. There's no such thing as a fair fight. Fighting is wrong. Fighting is bad. If you're in a fight, there's something majorly wrong. You shouldn't have to fight. Nobody should have to physically fight each other on this planet. There isn't a reason, one, why we need to physically harm each other, okay? Unless we are creating that. All right? The only reason to physically harm another human being is if they physically harm you. I think there's this big made up story about my brother that even involves like a baby, but I don't think it's a true story. And I even wonder even if the baby really was his, if that was a setup, because this is all a setup. Me and my brother's lives have been a setup from the beginning. Everything about our lives is a setup, and it's a constant attempt to set us up for shit. Like, you can't even trust anything that anybody says about me and my brother. When you look at what's been done to us, you literally can't, in good faith, believe anything that anybody says. Not after looking at the scene, dude. You check this scenario out, and it's like, well, pretty much anything you have to say about her is questionable because look what has happened. Like, seriously, how can you in good faith believe anything anybody says about me ever? Like, literally. It's I probably could do things and be a bad person and, you know, make the questioning of it questionable. Shit. I mean, I could take this situation and run with it in so many different directions. I mean, I could exploit my situation like a motherfucker if I wanted to. Other people can exploit my situation money wise, or they could legitimately help me and get paid for doing their job to help me. That'd be cool. Attorneys and stuff like that. There are attorneys, but boy, you'd have to be an ambitious attorney to take this thing on. Like, listen, TJ Ryan, Goldberg, and Smith, this was too much for them. When this case is too big for TJ Ryan, Goldberg, and Smith, well, they told me they had a conflict of interest, is what they said. We know what that means. They were like, oh, no, we're not going to help you. In fact, we have a conflict of interest and an opportunity to jump on the bandwagon and help these people do this to you. Jeff Albrecht, you know how many times I've been told that Jeff Albrecht is in charge of this shit? Oh, I've been told lots of times about Jeff Albrecht being at the helm. Jeff Albrecht is at the helm. His buddy Richard Stoddard is at the helm. Yeah, because Jeff's millions of dollars that he already had of his own wasn't good enough. He had to help steal money from me. Oh, he probably has some justification that's bullshit. Everybody said I stole all this stuff from Jeff. I didn't steal anything from Jeff. I never stole a damn thing from Jeff, ever. No, I take that back. One time, to help pay the bills after the police kicked him out of the house, I sold a gold necklace. Yep, that's what I did. Go up to Kevin's house. He used to have Jeff's telescope. He's got a NASA telescope. Kevin does. That belongs to Jeff Albrecht. I was just up there the other day, and the NASA telescope is replaced by another telescope. Oh my God. Yeah. The NASA telescope that Kevin stole from Jeff Albrecht, he went and traded for another telescope. Oh, man. Yeah. Because I told on him. I told on him. Yep. I told on him. And I'm going to tell on you too, pal. You want to fuck me around, huh? Okie dokie. I guess nobody warned you about me. Finally, my mom put a little bit of a warning on her Facebook about me. She's not afraid to use me. That's funny, Edie. Oh, Edie, you're so funny. You're so funny, Edie. She's like, in case you want me to validate what Kamala's saying, here you go. Oh, like I said, they love telling on themselves. Look at my mom's Facebook, what she just put on there the other day. It's funny. Cute, Edie. Cute. She's not afraid to use her. One thing we know about Edie is she's not afraid to use her daughter. She's not afraid. Edie's not afraid to use her. Oh, Edie, that's funny. That's funny. She's like, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid to use her. I'm not afraid. I'm just going to put it all over my Facebook and everything. That's how fucking less afraid of anything I am. Edie's like, this is how not afraid I am to use my daughter. I'm going to put it all over Facebook and everything. Like, okay. Proving my point. Edie spent 6 months in county jail waiting to go to court on an ounce of meth. Busted with an ounce of meth. In Montana, scales, everything else, money, whatever, all the shit, on camera, doing shit. The reason she got caught is because she had two $45,000 warrants out of Bonner County, Idaho, with marshals after her for the last year and a half prior to that. They finally caught her. When they did, she had an ounce of meth on her. Well, anyway, she spent 6 months waiting to go to court. When she went to court, boom, back to Washington. You're good to go. Good to go. No charges. What? I mean, not that I was hoping my mom would have to go to jail because she's my mom, right? But I mean, then she gets out of jail and she's telling everybody I'm a rat. I felt like, no, I think my mom's a bus driver and I didn't know it. Yeah, she looks right at me and calls me a rat. She knows I'm not a rat. I know she knows I'm not a rat. So why is my own mom calling me a rat when she knows damn well that I'm not a rat? She's the only person that has, well, no, she's never really looked at me and told me that. She's never said that to me. She never directly told me that. No. She looked at me and said, she'll say it in conversation. If you ask her what she said, she won't admit she said it. So I guess she said it to my face, but she won't admit that she did right after she did. Whatever. These are fun games. Fun psychological games. Yay. Yippee. Let's see if we can make Kamala out to be a crazy person. Nope, you can't. I don't have to make you out to be anything. You're dead. That's what I just said. I don't have to make you out to be anything. All I need to do about you, if I tell the truth about you, I don't have to make you out to be a crazy person. Your truth is obvious that you're a crazy person. I mean, shit. If anybody needs mental health, it's all these people that have done these things. I mean, shit. I'll tell you, don't waste your mental health dollars on me. Waste them on these people. They're the ones that really got some mental issues. I'll take care of my own mental health, thank you. By smoking weed. If I want to go to counseling, I'm sure as fuck ain't gonna tell you about it. Me going to counseling is none of your business. My psychological well-being is the last fucking thing you should be worried about. I can't believe the cops and the fire department both sent people to my door today, but not for the purpose of solving any of the problems that they're supposed to be solving. No. They want me to be a mental case. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be cool? If they could just write me off as a mental case, that'd be cool. That'd be handy. That'd be pretty handy. Wouldn't that be handy? Yep, they've done it. They've done it many times. They've locked me up. They made Jeff Albrecht my fucking guardian. They turned Jeff Albrecht into my guardian? Are you kidding me? I'm like, how did this happen? Like, what? I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I got through that one and out of that one. They put me in that straitjacket of being Jeff Albrecht was appointed as my guardian. Oh my gosh. It was only for like, I think it was like 30 days or something. Wow, dude. Do you know what kind of psychopath that motherfucker is? I mean, he is a psychopath. He's a sociopath. In fact, Jeff Albrecht is a major sociopath. He's a genius, but he's a sociopath. And he cannot be my guardian. Absolutely not. I don't need a guardian. I think I've done a pretty good job of being my own guardian, okay? I've been up against quite a bit. Here I am. And you really want to take me on? You really want to harass me? Do you really think that's a good idea? I mean, I don't know. Something tells me you're that's a bad idea. Fucking with me isn't good for your health. Probably. Or your future, I mean. No, it isn't good for your health. It'll cause you stress because in the end, I ain't gonna just let you pick on me. Something will be done about it. And I'm not saying I'm physically doing anything and I wouldn't hire anybody to do anything. I mean, your karma, okay? Your karma. The karma that you're going to get because you're fucking with me. The karma. I don't have to do anything to anybody. Your own karma is going to be bad for your health. Your health is at risk if you're fucking with me. Because the karma attached to it is astronomical. And you don't want it. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want anything to do with the kind of karma you're going to get from fucking with me. It's like putting a big bomb up your butt in the future in a safety deposit box for yourself. I mean, fucking with me is a threat to your well-being, not because of me, but because of the karma that's attached to it. I mean, are you that stupid that you really don't know that? How do you not know that? I mean, that's just, I'm not even going to accept the belief that you don't know karma's coming for you. I don't believe that I don't believe in karma. Yeah, you do. You can't be alive for 50 years on planet Earth and not believe in karma. You can't be alive for 50 years on this earth and not have experienced God. It's impossible. It is impossible. And if you still think you haven't experienced God, well, then that's why you're in your situation right now, because God is trying to restore your faith in him. And come hell or high water, he's gonna. I'm telling you, I know God. I know what God's doing. Okay, I know what he's doing right now. He's right here with all of us. He can hear everything I'm saying with you. He's sitting right there with you too. Right with all of us right now. He's making a special appearance for this particular situation in particular. Okay? Yes, that guy God that you don't believe in. Yeah, right. Don't tell me you don't believe in God. I don't even believe somebody when they tell me they don't believe in God. That's not even a believable statement. If you've lived any length of time on this planet, you believe in God. It's impossible not to. You can't not know that there is a creator. There is a higher power, folks. In case you don't, I mean, it's impossible not to know there is a higher power. If you haven't figured that out yet, you really need to wake up. There is a higher power. Okay? The higher power is working on the side of good. Good will always win. Good always has and good always will. Working on the side of fucked up shit has never in the history of any living person worked out for them. Okay, we have many millions of years of existence on this planet to prove being a shit fuck isn't the way to go. And I'd be really scared in your situation because this has been building up. This is obviously a very special level of karma, or it wouldn't have built up to the point it has. It would have been nipped in the bud, and then the karma wouldn't have been severe. But like, dude, I mean, if you're not scared yet about what the other way of the pendulum swinging, the pendulum has to swing the other way. You don't understand. It's inevitable. It's inescapable. Do you not understand that? How could you not know that? It's too basic not to know. I don't believe that you don't know that. I do not believe for a second that you do not know, as above, so below, as below, so above. You know, I'm serious. Like, you know this. Don't tell me you don't know that you have some really bad shit about ready to hit you. Don't tell me you don't know that. And then you continue to build more on top of it. Are you really this stupid? At what point are you going to save any shred of your shredded future? You're going to have to fucking face it or kill yourself. You're going to be left with no choice but to face it or kill yourself. That's it. You try to think of a plan at coming at me or taking me out or quieting me down or, doing something fucking shitty to me, dude. It's not going to work for you. Do you not understand this? Do you know how many times you've tried to kill me? Are you not getting the message here? You think God's trying to tell you something? Do you think? Maybe. Because to me, it's real clear. I mean, it's clearer than anything I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like, how can you not see that? That's the other part of this. Why I'm frozen too is because I can't even wrap my mind around the logic that occurs in the brains of these people. How does your brain not work to that degree? I don't even understand. How have you made it 50 years on the planet with your brain? It's mind-boggling. Scott thinks that's really funny. I'll bet you I know why Scott thinks that's funny. I'll fucking bet you I know why. Probably something really fucked up and sick. Scott thinks he's a badass because he's a sick motherfucker and he can do dirty, fucked up shit. That's what all these people think. The more sick, fucked up shit you can do, the way less badass you are, okay? The more fucked up you can possibly be, that just means you're a pussy. And the more fucked up you are, the more pussy you are. And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the truth. The bigger the bigger dirtbag you're capable of being, like, you're not a badass because you can fuck up a little dog. Okay, that doesn't make you a badass just because you can be dirty. Dirty does not equal bad. A bad motherfucker doesn't do dirty shit. That's just the way it is. Your level of threat compared to my level of threat for you, if you try me, is just like not even a competition. Because you are a pussy and I am not. You don't understand this, but someday you may be forced to. And maybe you'll make it all the way through life just totally not even understanding any of the message. Maybe you won't even get the message. Maybe you'll die still not having got the message. But I can tell you, you won't reincarnate to the planet as a red-blooded white American. Okay? Next round ain't going to be like that. Your next round, if you come back on the planet, ain't going to be as a red-blooded white American. All right? Because you fucking blew that one completely. You took a shit in the face of God when he gave you this beautiful life on the planet. That's what the fuck you did. That's how fucking dumb you are. And it's sad. It's very sad. And I feel sorry for you. I really do. Come over here and tell me I need mental health counseling, please. Because that's what I want you to do. That'll make you look really good. And I'm sure it'll make me a lot less likely to do anything about it. Mm-hmm. Hey, never have I felt like quieting down or not speaking about what is happening, okay? It's never been I can't even do it. When you call me a rat and you tell me I'm dead, I do not ignore it any time that you do it. Never will I ignore anything like that. And if I did, I would be a fucking loser. Never in my life will I ever acclimate myself to any of this. Never will I ignore it. Never will I not let it get to me. And I'm also not going anywhere. See, there you have a problem right there. I'm not moving out of Spokane. In fact, just for the reason that you want me to would be the number one reason that I'd never have even thought about it. Not even thought about it. I haven't even thought about it. I've said that I've thought about it, but there's no way in hell. There is no way in hell. I will do anything but leave Spokane. Anything but that. Especially now, right now, and especially like maybe later in the future, after you're gone, you know. I mean, 5 years from now, you guys aren't even going to be here. Most of you will be gone. Over 90% of you won't even be alive in 5 years. Oh, they're pumping CO2 into my house now really bad again. Cool. I wonder how much CO2 they pumped in my house while I was sleeping. I mean, I had the door open, but now I have the window and the door open, and it's, yeah. When they pump that shit in here, it's so strong that even with all the windows and doors open, it's still overwhelming. I mean, it's like standing behind a tailpipe outside, except for the air can't get out as well around you. Yeah, it's like driving behind a bus for hours. Seriously, but worse. But way worse. I mean, you can come to my house, and I will let you in my house far enough and long enough to smell. In fact, you know what? When they do this, you can actually probably stand outside and you'll be able to smell it, because here pretty soon I'll have to turn on a method for filtering it out of here, which will be a blow dryer or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, they like to pump shit into your house. They pump heat. They they have some, and like my heater won't work half the time. I mean, like it won't even turn on and shit. And there's a reset button, and I reset it, and it's just like, yeah, that's weird. And then when it's off for, I've had my heat off for days at a time. In fact, my heating bill was only $119 this last month, which is lower than normal for me, especially on a cold month. I mean, I like my house usually pretty warm. I like my house, like 75 degrees. Well, I know that seems ridiculous, but I'll even want it more than that sometimes if I'm feeling really cold. But I used to be really thin, so that was part of it probably. I was really thin for a long time. I was a thin mint. Yes. But what's weird is when I get real thin, I don't look like I'm that thin. Really. I still look like it's my huge upper body. Yeah, they're pumping that shit into my house real good, but they can't poison me with it now. I just have to sit here with this thing right by my face. Yeah, I got an air filtration system, guys, for your stupid bullshit. And everybody gets to watch you do this to me. So, I mean, that's really not very smart of you. It's one of their guests that showed up just a minute ago when the dog started barking. That vamped it up, that ramped up the that accelerated the harassment. They're like, let's kick it into high gear. It's almost nighttime. Why? So dumb. People are fucking retarded. Pathetic. This is what they have to do with their life, too, by the way. By the way, this is what actual people are spending their time doing in life. Like, this is what you're spending your time doing, not anything for yourself, anything that might be good and fun or you might enjoy doing for somebody you love, or, this is what you're doing. And this is what they've been doing every single day since I've ever met them. Okay. So, this is the life that they've created for themselves, is focusing on doing fucked up shit to somebody, which is really weird. And then in the meantime, they're not doing anything good for their life. See, all their time is like taken from their own life. They have no time left to devote to their own life and betterment of themselves. And they don't even realize that. They spend zero time on anything good for their own life. Therefore, they have this life that's completely void of any progress or goodness that helps their life, promote to a higher level. You can't get higher in life and reach a greater level when all you do is try to make someone else's life bad for them. I mean, that is just doesn't work. You have to spend time on your own life to create your life to be better. And so then, I mean, they take away from me being able to make my life better. So that's the goal, right? Well, you know, okay. My focus is on getting rid of you. And whether you know it or not, me sitting over here focusing my time thinking about you is me manifesting you out of my life, because I know what's going to happen to you. I know what all of this is creating for you. And that is the goal I have in mind when I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm manifesting you away from my life. And I'm spending every moment of every day manifesting you out of my life, because I know what's going to happen to you. And you spend every day of every minute of your life adding to the stack of shit you're going to have to fucking deal with. And it's a pretty big stack of shit. I mean, this isn't a casual situation. Yeah. You're a real dumb person. I mean, extraordinarily dumb. You do not understand basic laws of the universe, and that is going to be why you fail completely, utterly failure, just pure fail. That's what you guys are going to do. I mean, breathing the air that's in my house right now is like more proof than anything I could ever know that you lost the battle, that you failed. It's over. You're done. And when it hits, it's going to be extraordinary. It is going to be extraordinary and on a level that you might not even be able to live through. You're going to probably kill yourselves, most of you, by overdosing on fentanyl on purpose. Guarantee you. Most of you'll die from a fentanyl overdose. And most of you, it will be purposely inflicted on yourself by yourself. Like I can this air filter thing is so cool, you guys. I can't even smell that shit, and it's foggy. It's foggy in my house again. It's foggy just like the other day. It's really, really thick. They got it really bad in here again now. Just all of a sudden. Whoever just showed up at their house showed up to pour gas into the fucking generator or something. They have a generator. They have a generator that's pumping its exhaust at me. And that's the only thing it could be really that I can think of, or it's power tool. Probably might be a gas powered tool of some flavor. Could be a weed whacker motor, could be a lawnmower motor, could be anything, but it's got an exhaust and it uses gas and it's pumping it into my home at a very, very high volume, to the point where the air around me is getting smoky. Now, do I have to have it plugged in? Wait, wasn't this charging? Doesn't this thing charge? Oh, you're fucking kidding me. The only way to use this is to keep it plugged in. That doesn't make any sense. But this air filtration system, if I put it by me, I can, well, if I put it right up to my face, I don't even smell that shit at all. You can't even smell it at all. You can't smell it. And it's bad. It's really super thick. It is really, really thick. Really, really thick, baby. Yep, they're pumping it in here. Yep, that's right, honey. I'm ratting you out like you wouldn't believe. I'm going to rat you out to every single person I can possibly find for the rest of your life. Proudly. I'm so happy. I'm the proudest rat in the world. I can't wait to just keep ratting you out every day, every minute. I love it. It's my favorite job. It's the best job I've ever had. It's the most enjoyable job. They say do what you love. And my favorite thing to do is rat you out. I love it better than I love anything in the whole wide world except for my baby Maya and my doggy. And this air filtration system I bought yesterday. But if the fire department decides to actually be grown-ups, they can keep tabs on me and go ahead and come out and test the air when I say that the air is filled with CO2 or whatever gas it is. It's some gas, but I mean, it's CO2, basically. You can smell it. I mean, I don't know. Is there another gas that smells like CO2? And then there's a Freon. Then there's a Freon poison that gets pumped into the air. And then there's also a CO2 poison that gets pumped into my air. I think it might be more than one. I mean, because these guys, like, this is what they do. This is what they do with their lives. I mean, like, when they do something like that, that's really weird, it's hard to even imagine how and why somebody would think to, like, do something like that to somebody. Like, how that's what you have to do with your life, dude. That's the most part about, to me, that's mind boggling, is that, like, that's what you have to, like, dude, okay, when you're doing something like that with your life, you are really stupid, first of all. And what's going to happen to you is like astronomical. So that's just like really dumb. But like, you're taking time from the betterment of your own existence to create a situation that's going to fucking annihilate you. It doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, you are hurting yourself so much worse than you could ever hurt me. You are fucking hurting yourself so bad. You'll know what I'm talking about here soon. Because it's impossible to escape what's coming to you. And I know with 100% certainty that it's bad. And every time you do stupid shit like this, you make it way worse. Like, at this point, if you do anything more, it's like doing it all at the same time. That for your karma. Your karma is so fucked. Oh my gosh. Aren't you scared? Are you scared of what's coming? You guys have no idea, apparently. Apparently, you're so dumb that you don't even know. Wow. How do you get to be that dumb? Who made you that stupid? Like, are you mad at your parents for making you so dumb? I would be mad at my parents if I were you. I'd be more mad at your parents than I am at my mom, man. Like, your parents set you up for failure. They didn't teach you shit, did they? They were like, here, kid, go out and act like this, and then report back to me what happens when you do. Well, I hate to report, but Dad, I'm fucked. Oh, I didn't see that coming. No, they didn't even see it coming. They thought this was a good plan. Because they're smart. They're really smart. Oh, yeah. Mensa. Mensa level. Bright, 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 bright stars in the sky. Super smart. It's the super smart rodeo. It's the super smart rat rodeo. Oh boy. Yeah, but here they go again. So that's fun. We've got all these fun and new, interesting gas smells. And oh, yes, it's just such a menagerie. It's such a menagerie of retardation. Oh, yeah, honey. You know it. Yeah, about that gas line, CO2. These guys are cool. They're really cool, but not very smart. Really, really cool. They're just not very smart. No. Yeah, they didn't win any Scholastic awards in school. I can guarantee you. These are not intelligent people, honey. They super dumb. They on the super dumb train. They're like, well, what else can we do to fuck ourselves? Oh boy. They have a lot of ways to fuck themselves, I'll tell you what. They know how to fuck themselves good. They are their own personal best at fucking themselves. They do it good and hard. They wanted to fuck themselves real good. Yep. Oh, and all their fake fun, all their fake, see all these people, they got power and respect from stealing from people. So it's all fake. Everything about them is totally fake. And they know that. They know whenever they go somewhere and somebody respects them because that person thinks that they're really, this person that did well for themselves. They know it's fake. They know the whole time that it's totally fake. They know they're just nothing but a piece of shit, and that without any of the shit that they've taken and hurting people for, that they wouldn't be anything. You know, they suck off the back of someone else's blood, sweat, and tears, and know that they ate shit. Every one of them know they ate shit. Like they know it really bad. These people have no self-esteem because they are fucking losers, and they know they're losers. They actually know that they can't even make it in life unless they're trying to take someone else's shine or someone else's blood, sweat, and tears, they have to take what somebody else earned because they are completely incapable of earning their own way. They can't earn their own way. They don't even know how because they're too stupid. They're way too stupid to make it on their own. They will never make it on their own accord. They know that the only way to survive for them is to take what someone else earned, because they are such a loser that they couldn't even survive if they didn't take from someone else. They couldn't even survive if they weren't trying to take from somebody else. They can't earn their own anything. They're incapable of it. They literally just don't even have the ability to. I think we all kind of forget that these people aren't capable of actually earning their own way. They're not even capable of it. But do I feel sorry for them and think that that means it's okay that they take from me? No, not at all. But just a side note, these people couldn't make it on their own for 5 minutes if they tried. None of these people have ever made it on their own. The only way any of them have ever made it is by taking what isn't theirs. They have to steal from other people to be anything at all, or they wouldn't even be alive. If they hadn't taken from somebody else, they wouldn't have even probably survived, because they don't have enough will withal as an individual to even survive without taking from someone else what isn't theirs. That's how lame and fucking loser these people are. And not only that, but they're really, really stupid because they don't understand what they're doing to themselves. When you diss Dre, you diss yourself. I thought this was kindergarten shit. I mean, didn't we all get this lesson in school? When you diss Dre, you diss yourself. Who doesn't know that? Did you not listen to Dr. Dre when he told you that if you diss Dre, you diss yourself? I mean, come on. That's some good education right there. You didn't pay attention to that? Boy, oh boy. Talk about a bunch of dummies. I'll tell you what. I think it's really cute when you guys think other people are dumb. Like, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know these people. They're really smart. They know how to steal identity. Like, what, dude? Like, smart people don't do that because that's a dumb thing to do. What? They're like, what? What do you mean? That's not the definition of smart? And you're like, no, but it doesn't surprise me that you don't know what the definition of smart is. Smart. Let me see here. Poking a hole in my gas line, that would be considered not smart. Okay. Let me give you a list of things that are smart and not smart. Okay. Me not leaving Spokane, that was smart. Okay. Next time I tell on you, which will be in 5 minutes from now, no, it'll be all day, every day for the rest of your life. That's smart. you poking a hole in my gas line, that was really not smart. Showing me who you are after you do it, also not very smart. Let me just give you some examples so you got a good idea of the difference between smart and not smart. Because you are confused, and that might be part of the problem here. Maybe you deserve a break because you didn't know what smart and not smart were. Just kidding. You don't deserve it. You deserve a break, all right. Oh yeah, you deserve a break. You definitely deserve a break, honey. Oh golly. Oh golly. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's got to be tough being you. Oh heavens. And most of you are ugly as sin. I mean, none of you are good looking people. Have you noticed that none of these people are very good looking people either? Like they all got like some fucking, they're either real ugly or like they're a midget or like because Brian's not a bad looking guy, but I mean he's 5 foot tall, so that kind of sucks. They've all got some condition just as being them that's like an issue that can't be overcome that will affect your ability to function in the world the same. Like, for Brian, being a midget is part of what has caused him to be such a piece of shit, you know? And for Lorraine, it hasn't been easy living a life with beady little eyes like that. I mean, everybody can tell by looking at her that she's retarded. So, I mean, like these people have been through stuff. And in fact, I was telling these guys, I never got bullied in school. I don't know why, but I don't ever remember anybody picking on me in school. I don't even know like why that never happened to me because I just don't remember bullies. But I don't think if you're not experiencing the bullying yourself, you might not even know that sometimes it's even happening really. I mean, you might just see like some kid picking on somebody and not think much of it. Maybe it's something that's happening all the time, right? But which is used to be almost an excuse in my situation for people, but it's way past that point. Um, but yeah, and then Lorraine started to tell me that she had been bullied, and that's what we have to remember. Everybody, hurt people, hurt people. Okay, well, okay, I feel real sorry for the hurt people and everything, but I'm not willing to accept that just because they got hurt, they're gonna hurt me. I'm just like, nah. Okay, great. They are hurt people, all right, but they're not going to continue to hurt me because they're hurt people. This is not something I'm going to stop and even think about or care about that they're hurt people. I don't care if they're hurt people. If this person over here that's being a dumb piece of shit to me is a hurt people, it's the last thing in the fucking world I give a shit about. I don't care if that person is hurt. Okay? I don't care. I'm sorry that you want me to care that, we have to remember that these people must have had something very bad happen to them to become the people that they are. Well, I'd love to stop and just worry about that as something in my life that I want to think about. But I don't really feel like I have any time to give a shit that this piece of shit was a hurt people. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't care. I could care less. I don't even want to know who this person is. But he's in my face being a stupid piece of shit. So unfortunately, you're trying to tell me that he's a hurt people. I don't fucking care. Why would I care that this person is a hurt people? Hurt people, hurt people. What? Why are we worried about the person hurting somebody being a hurt person? Why in the fuck does that even enter the equation? Why do I care that someone's a hurt person if they're hurting me? Why does it even matter who the fuck they are if they're hurting somebody? I'm a hurt person and I'm not fucking hurting people. Okay? Who cares if they're a hurt person? I don't fucking care if you're a hurt person. Okay? The only thing I care about is you're a hurt person hurting me. I don't care that you're a hurt person. I just don't care. I care about one thing is the fact that you're trying to hurt me. And then the part about you being hurt or whatever else, I go deal with it then. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want to even know who you are. But the fact that you're trying to hurt me is really the subject of the matter, not the fact that you're a hurt person hurting me. Okay? So, like, don't tell me about hurt people hurting people. I'm a hurt person and I don't have to hurt people. No, I don't give a fuck if you're a hurt person. If you're hurting me, you lost my concern for you as an individual. I don't care. I'm not here to heal you through the fact that you hurt me. Oh, well, we need to get these guys in counseling. I'm just going to set up counseling centers all over America for the mental health workers to go help all these fucking retards that are hurt people. Oh, well, they're obviously a hurt people or they wouldn't be hurting you. I don't care. Give a fuck if they're hurt people. Could care less. They're people I don't want to know. Get them out of my face. Last fucking thing I care about is anything that has to do with them. Anything. Get them out of my face. I don't want people that are trying to get me around me. And I shouldn't have to have them around me. If that's what they're trying to do, get them away from me. It's your fucking job. I fucking pay you. I've been paying you since I was 16. Piece of shits. Hurt people. Who cares if they're hurt people? Like, if that's your concern in a situation, you're a weirdo. Who fucking cares if they're hurt people? Do not care if Brian and Lorraine are hurt people. I could care less. Dude. What the fuck? Why in the fuck would I care about some shit like that? Like, what kind of a cause is not in life is that? To be worried about hurt people that are hurting people. Like, what the fuck? Like, the fact that we're even discussing that as a topic of conversation ever is absurd. It's absurd that to even say anything like that, because you are immediately taking away the validity of the person they're victimizing. Why in the fuck would anybody ever even mention the fact that hurt people hurt people? That is such an irrelevant point that doesn't even need to be discussed ever for any reason. If you're hurting somebody else, you need to stop and you need to be not allowed to do that anymore, period. Whatever the fucking reason behind it, we don't give a shit. But you need to quit. And you will quit. You know why? Because I'm the new sheriff in fucking town, baby. I'm the new fucking sheriff in town, babe. Fucking Ozzy Knezovich, you're a worthless motherfucker. He's going to stand up to the senator about police funding. Oh, really, bud? Cool. Yeah, that was a fucking really good political move for yourself there, pal. Boy, do you have a political advisor that's running your show or what? I mean, boy, oh boy, I don't know. He really needs a raise. Boy, your political advisor is a smart guy. Yeah, it's smoky in here. We got we got more the CO2 is so thick in here now that it's smoky again. It's smoky, baby. I was trying to take a hit off my weed pipe, but I can't get one because there's nothing in it. And dumped all my weed on the floor one day. So, yeah. If they would stop pumping CO2 into my house, I was actually just getting kind of motivated here too to do some shit. But they're gonna try and cut me off at that pass. See, that's what sometimes I'm like, can they read my mind? How do they know when I'm getting ready to, start to clean or something? But they're just busy pumping CO2 in the house. And I guarantee the maintenance guys down at the end of the building working are fully aware of this. Dude just happened to have a CO2 tester that doesn't work. He gave me a CO2 thing yesterday. I have one around here and I'm gonna dig it out. I have to, but I can't really do much digging when I'm being fumigated. I can't do anything when I'm being fumigated. I just have to sit here. Which, if you guys just want me to sit here and not clean my house by fumigating me, that's fine, because I have to sit here and I'll hold this thing on my mouth, and the whole entire time I will discuss who you are. I will just get into greater and greater and greater detail about who every single one of you are. Yep. The more you keep this shit, I'm going to continue to speak details about you and what I know about you. Okay. Like Brian coming over here, he mentioned Yellowstone. See, I think Brian is one of the people that thought I knew what it is that people think I ratted about, and it's actually something I don't even know. But if you want me to guess, I think it might be somebody got killed. Okay. And not only that, but it was something that these people were trying to frame me for too at the same time with this identity theft thing. Because, well, I was told, but these things I was told, like not just here or there, I was told in massive instances, a massive amount of instances. I mean, just like all the time, every day, constantly, that I'm being framed, that people are trying to frame me. But then I'm just like, it was so weird because, like, I think the people that people were saying were trying to frame me thought that I knew about what that was that they were trying to frame me about. And I think that whatever it is that somebody said I'm a rat about is something, the same thing that I also don't know. So I don't understand why they're calling me a rat, because it's something that I don't even know about. And then they're trying to frame me, but it's for something that I don't know about, right? So that seems like a really bad setup. But I think that the reason that they didn't think it was a bad setup is because they really thought that I knew what it is that I don't know. I still to this day don't know. I mean, I could take a guess, but I mean, might not be right. Honest to God, I don't even know. I mean, like, I could take many guesses and I wouldn't be, I don't know. I mean, like, I mean, from what everybody said to me, which isn't a whole lot. I mean, I could try to come to various conclusions, maybe, but I mean, that's just too. Why would I even do that? I don't even understand any of this shit. So, anyway, for a long time, I believed that law enforcement knows about whatever it is that everybody thinks I know, that is something that actually happened, that everybody else knows that I don't know. They definitely know about it. Okay. Because I got this major vibe and just interactions with them. I got the idea too from them that, like, they thought that whatever it is. So for me, in my world, I lived, and I still do, I mean, like, I'm still to this day, what is this rat thing? I say it over and over and over again. I don't understand any of this shit, right? And it literally, it really does drive me crazy every single day. And I will never stop thinking about all of this shit until I understand what the fuck is fully going on and it starts getting dealt with. Because the stuff that I do know is going on is way more than I'm just going to walk away from and stop talking about ever. And these people are not going to kill me either, unless they want to die. Oh no, they won't kill me. And if they try, they'll die. I mean, but I believe that some of these people want to commit suicide so bad that giving it a whirl and finding out how quick they die is worth it to them. You know, it's like do or die kind of thing. These people are just how desperate they are. I'm not kidding. I mean, they are really upset. And the people that are at the top of the fucking food chain here are not people that actually come out and do anything themselves. None of them ever do anything themselves. So it's all remotely done via other people. And oh God, what a nightmare way to live, man. Oh boy. Being any of these people is just a nightmare, dude. Like, what a nightmare. I mean, every worst thing that can happen to these people is exactly what's going to happen to them. Their worst case scenario is going to happen, but it's going to be worse than their worst case scenario thought was even capable of comprehending. So, like, wow, man. I mean, there's gambling, and then there's gambling and knowing that you're fucked while you're doing it. It's impossible not to be fucked. But then they've gotten away with it so many times that they're under the impression that they can do it. You know, the reason that they think they can get away with what they're doing is because they always got away with it. They just never met a fucking Shirley like me. Yeah. Any of my relatives that they're doing this to that are deceased, I'm sorry, but they wouldn't have let you do it either. Nope. No. You think I'm gonna let them down? Fuck no. I got a family name to protect. Thank you. I'm doing it for my daddy. I'm doing it for my grandpappy. I'm doing it for Ozzy. I'm doing it for Maya. I'm doing it for a lot of good reasons, man. I got so many good reasons to kick y'all ass. That believe me, baby, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I can't tell you precisely just when, but as soon as I'm able to let you know when, I'll let you know. Maybe. If I feel like it. If it's plausible to let you know. But then again, there's a high probability that I won't let you know. So don't hold your breath. They are pumping that Freon in the air. Yeah, they go back and forth between Freon and CO2. Freon can be deadly, but it has to be in pretty long, large doses. Prolonged large doses. Freon can be deadly, but CO2, that will kill you. It surely will, surely. And it damages you neurologically. So there's permanent damage that's irreversible being inflicted on my life right now. Do these people really think that that is a good idea to set up for their future? That, like, if you're doing irrevocable damage to an individual, what you gonna do when shit pops off, homie? You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Cause you ain't no fucking gangster, and I am. It's hard being an emotional gangster, but I managed it this many years. I think I can. I think I got her. I got her, babe. We're getting her slowly but surely, baby. We're getting her. Don't you worry. That's a lot of people, This is a lot to handle for one little gal. I mean, I don't know why you think that I'm going to perform some miracle, but or should have somehow. Hope you don't think that, because that would have been pretty hard. And there's probably a lot of things that are occurring in the brains of other people as they're thinking and watching my situation, things that haven't occurred to me. I do have severe frontal lobe damage, like the atrocity of this is probably even greater than I've fully recognized myself, which is, you know, a for sure deal there. But I mean, I do know that my brain does struggle to function sometimes the way that I need it to, and it always has because of that thing. But usually it's there. It's just, yeah, it's, brain trauma is not very fun, especially in your frontal cortex. I mean, your frontal lobe. Yeah, your frontal lobe. It's very, very debilitating, actually. But over time, when you're debilitated in certain ways, sometimes neurons grow back and like they're stronger in other ways, and then you even heal. A lot of the things in a brain will heal to a certain extent. Like mine is actually, there's parts of my brain that are removed out of my skull right there. So I can only repair to a certain degree, but yeah, they were inside of my brain. Yes, very deep into my brain. These people did really bad harm. I can't believe my mom let my aunt talk her into the shit that she's let her talk her into. I can't even believe it. Yeah, I was a psychic, like real super sensitive, like really bright child, and they were very very scared of that. Especially Bernie. Bernie was very worried about that, and my mom was too, because of things that I don't even know about, but some of them I do. Some of them I do. I know some pretty bad shit about before I can remember, because some of it's been told to me by people that aren't the people. Like some of the things that have happened to me from before I could remember are things that were told to me that the people who inflicted the things that they did to me don't even know I know. Okay, because I'm capable of keeping some things to myself, whether you believe that or not. Believe me, I really am. And I haven't even said some of it to anybody. So yeah. Yeah. There's a lot that I haven't told people. There's a lot I haven't told anybody ever in my life that has been done to me. It's not stuff that I've done. It's stuff that has been done to me. It's things that people have done to me that I've never even said to anybody. A lot of things have been done that I've not even spoken out loud. And I don't know why. For some of it, it's just because some of it's just too much to, you know. You tell these things out loud to people, and when people ignore you and don't care and act like it's nothing, that can be really difficult to process as well. So that just adds more trauma to an already traumatic situation, and that's not good. And that is a lot of what this mental health counseling shit does to people, to shut them up. When there are bad people, they want you in mental health counseling so that they can further traumatize you and distract you. And it's a very good way to keep somebody shut up. To quiet somebody down is to put them in mental health counseling, traumatize them further in the process by acting like nothing they're saying is real. Or I mean, not that nothing they're saying is real, because that's not what happened to me. That's not what happened to me. Nothing was ever. My counselor never responded with, "Do I think this is real?" My counselor responded with, "That's too bad and that's a shame," and all the shit. But my counselor Ben, who quit being my counselor, on his accord, just quietly and I didn't ask any questions, okay, because I wasn't trying to, whatever, okay. But um, he's from Maryland, okay, and he said to me one day, Ben did, he said, and here I am in Spokane as your counselor. What are the odds? He said, what are the odds of him being my counselor? And I thought, well, what are the odds of anything? That's like saying, what are the odds of anything? I mean, like, that's like saying, what are the odds of me walking out the door and seeing some dude at the door? It's the same thing. Like, what are the odds of you being my counselor? What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? I think he slipped up when he said that, because that is a statement that, I mean, and that's what happens sometimes. People will say weird things like that. This is a licensed psychologist saying this to me. Okay, so he's not a dummy. And that's a weird thing to say. And I think I almost don't know if he really, it sounded like a thought out sentence and statement or point to be making. It was thought out. I mean, like, I don't think he just accidentally said it, really, which is weird. And he never said anything else like that. He wasn't a person that would say weird things. Ben never said anything weird like all these weird people. He never, interjected the word dead and rat and stuff. No, he did not do that. Ben did not do that. But I do believe that there became a point when there were people that were around while I was on the phone with counseling, specifically trying to be there when I was on the phone with my counselor. And I know this for sure because there was something that happened when he was on the phone with me, and I was knocked out with GHB while I was on the phone with my counselor. And it might have happened even a couple of times, because it wasn't that I was drunk and don't remember. Okay, that's not what this was. This was, he said that I said things that drunk, I wouldn't say either. The things he said were not something I would say. They're not something that would come out of my mouth. And I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it was weird stuff. It was weird stuff. There would be no reason, And then I was like, I don't know. I even almost wondered, is he like just trying to get out of being my counselor or what? But I think maybe because there was one day that I do have a recollection of being on the phone with my counselor and then not knowing, oh, that's right. When he told me, I remember not remembering anything. I remember not concluding the conversation with him. People do this to me when I'm on the phone. They've done it to me several times when I'm on the phone on a conversation about something important. I'll get GHB'd and then I'll remember I was on the phone with this person. This just happened the other day. Who was I on the phone with? I was on the phone with an important phone call, and that's something that I still got to get back to the phone call about, but the person that I was talking to is going to be a little weirded out because I don't know what happened, because and it was somebody else was here and I'm like, I didn't finish that conversation. I'm like, what happened? I was on the phone with that person because it was a to-do list thing, and I went back to, I'm like, oh, I got that issue, and I'm like, wait a minute, I think I got GHB when I was on the phone with that person, because the conversation didn't finish and it's still out in the open, and it was a really important conversation, and I don't remember what it was, but I will remember. And I'll tell you about it, because there was more like why that I knew that this happened. And anyway, I don't even want to think about it right now, because I have too much CO2 and fucking Freon being pumped into my fucking house. I'm gonna open my front door. I gotta open my front door because these people are losers. I'm gonna open my front door because these people are losers, baby. These people are losers, baby. I gotta open the front door because these people are losers. Oh, hey. My computer started the wrong way. Sorry. I want you to see my house. Yepers. I'm gonna open my front door because these people are losers, baby. They're gas pumpers. They're gas pumpers. Gas. They're pumping gas. Oh, what's this? Oh, the CARES team. Right on. The fire department. Cool. That is some neat shit right there. You know who I love? Our beautiful firemen. They are some neat people. They're just neater than hell. Somebody get a new truck? I was just making fun of that truck. I think you got a new truck. Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny. That's super funny. I was just talking about that truck. That's so funny. I was just talking about that. That's pretty funny. It's like, oh man, I have to go get a new truck. That she's sitting in the truck with a faggot truck. I gotta go get a new truck. She was talking about my truck. She said, with a faggot truck. I better go get a new truck. I'm getting a new truck today. She really brought to light the fact that I drive a truck that matches my fucking hat. Oh man, she really brought that to the forefront, didn't she? He got a new truck, dude. The golf hat guy got a new truck. That's so fucking funny. You guys, is that funny or what? That is super funny. It's kind of a it's kind of a gay truck too. If you're gonna go pick out a new truck, it's kind of gay too, but it's okay. Oh man, he's like, I tried to get the least gay truck I could find, and it's still pretty gay. But hey, I'm ready to go golfing at any moment. I will fit right in at the golf course. Not. At the Country Club for Faggots golf course, maybe. You know. Sorry, I'm not trying to call people faggots. I know that's a bad thing to say. And I know gay is a bad thing to say. They're trying to get our First Amendment right to freedom of speech. They're trying to change our constitution so that we can't say the word gay. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. And that's taking it a little too far. Okay. You can call me a rat, but I can't call you gay. No. Once again, hurt people. Well, don't you know, hurt people. Yeah, I don't really care about the hurt people that hurt people. The fact that they hurt people doesn't make me want to worry about their hurtness. Listen, hurt people, Camelot. Oh, well, gosh, maybe we should pay for their counseling. That's what we should do. Hurt people, Camelot. Don't you know? Don't you care? Don't you care that hurt people hurt people? I mean, seriously, Camelot. You need to start caring about people, Karen. I found this. I'm gonna make myself a better pot pipe here out of this thing, if I can swing it. But that hole in the top is a little too small here. I don't know. I've actually not ever done it, but I've thought about the design of how to make a pot pipe out of one of these one kind of things that people like to leave. Let's found this one on the floor over there by the weed. But I think if I could somehow just get that part right there at the top to just break and not break the whole thing, that I could maybe fit a screen even on there, so that I wouldn't have to smoke my weed out of a crack pipe all the time. It's just so easy to use it, one of their old thingies. And actually, some of these I probably have smoked crack out of, because I have smoked some cocaine here in the recent past. Not gonna lie, I really have. And I'm not recommending it to anyone. And I hear about one child doing that crap, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have your ass. It's a bad decision, bad waste of time, bad waste of money. Don't you dare do it. It'll get you nowhere, kids. It'll get you nowhere. But it is a numbing agent. Cocaine was used anesthetically as a numbing agent in children years and years ago. And when you're being tortured, it does. And when you're being tortured, it does have a bit of a numbing effect on things. So you can hate me or judge me all you want, but where did my thingy go? Where did my thingy go? Oh, it's right here. Why heel? This is my air purifier. You have to have an air purifier when you got that faggot down there at the end of the thing with this dumb hat on. He's like, well, with a hat this stupid, I'm sure my brain's going to work a lot better. Let me think of what else we can do to her. This dumb hat will make me think really good. I'm sure my brain is going to function a lot better under this retarded fucking hat. I'm addicted to this hat. And I traded my faggot truck in today for another faggot truck. Because that girl was making fun of me. And that I will not stand for. I am out to get her now. That's it. Her ass is mine. My golf hat is cool. just ask, I don't know. Yeah, my golf hat is cool. And I did my best to buy a less gay truck, but I was unable to complete the process. So I just went ahead and stuck with this gay one. Oh, he's rich and famous now. They're like, go out and spend all the money you got now. Dump your money into trucks, cars, properties. Get it out of your bank account now. Mm-hmm. There's lots of tricky methods of trying to cover things up, but I'm sorry, I don't think you have any methods that anybody else hasn't already used. And they're going to stand out as obvious methods, which are going to do nothing but draw another red flag in your direction. But hey, that hat might work to warm your brain up and make it smarter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, but you look so smart in it. You know what I mean? I mean, like, you just look so smart. You know what you look like? You look like you're trying to be somebody, and that's really kind of a pathetic look. Like, obviously you must be some kind of a let me guess, you're a member of a club. And you want the world to know it. Ooh, really? Yeah, well, that club doesn't scare me, and either do you. So yeah, anyway, guess we put the kibosh on that big hard on of yours, didn't we? So bad that he went and got a new truck. Okay, whoa. That was weird. See, I told you. Am I psychic? I don't know. Am I psychic, or did he just or did his manhood just fall to the ground so bad that he's like, listen, I'm not going to be there for most of the day today. I'm going to be out at the dealership. This has to be dealt with now. And by the way, I called Ma at home and told her to throw them damn reindeer ears in the garbage. They've done me a real disservice. Everybody thought I was so cool. Then she pointed out how retarded I am, and now I realize, yes, I am kind of a fucking retard. But boy, I'm sure listening to make sure if she says anything about me, I mean anything, it's her ass. Yeah, we get the backlash too. They'll be the first ones to show you that like, yeah, hey, backlash. Ozzy Knezovich, he's a good one. That press conference, some of the statements he made were just kind of really funny, and then they just tie in so well to the situation. It's funny how it just kind of melds right into the situation so perfectly. Oh gosh, you'd almost think it was a coincidence, but if you didn't know that it wasn't, then now you do. I love you, baby. I love you. He's not feeling good. Breeny's not feeling good. He might. Oh, I know what it was. Somebody fucking threw some food through the open crack in my screen door. I'll guarantee you, somebody probably threw some kind of treat through the opening in my housey. Like, I'm so used to all this. What? I hope nobody's talking to me because I don't want to talk to anybody. Anyway, I think somebody threw poison treats through the window at my dog. I'm guessing. Yeah, because he's not feeling good, and there's no reason why he wouldn't be feeling good. Because all he ate was dog food. Yep, somebody. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. See, I just deal with this so much that I know the kind of shit that they do, and I was reluctant to leave that cracked last night too. So this time, I'm not going to do that, but I'll just leave more windows, tiny bit cracked, and I will put a screen mechanism in the way or something like that. Yeah. And I do have this air purifier now too, so that helps. But yeah, somebody obviously poisoned my dog. Baby, you don't feel good, Beanie. Beanie don't feel better, baby. Did somebody give you a poison treat? Yeah, I knew that was a bad idea. Like that screen door cracked like that. And I wondered, like if somebody was like even like taunting him or anything, when I was sleeping at all, by like, because they do through the wall. There's certain voices of people that he is really, really, really afraid of. So, um, and I don't ever know why. I just know that. Well, no, I do know why. When I see it, I'm like, oh, that person obviously has done something to my dog. But no matter how vigilant I am with my dog, I'm always getting knocked out all the time. It's like, and then I'm like, why haven't they taken me out when I was knocked out? Wonder. And you know what my reasoning for that is? Because after a guy has sex and after they come, their whole idea of life switches around instantly, and they don't have the balls to do it at that point. And then even guilt will set in for these people. Even have the ability to feel guilt. I know it's hard to believe, but they do sometimes. And it's at that point in time. It's the only time that they even have a shred of decency within their soul. And so, yeah, they get off and realize that they're a scumbag. Even these people, all of them, even the worst of these people, after they get off, it hits them. That's when it hits them the strongest in their whole life. Their conscience comes the clearest when they first wake up in the morning and after they come. Yep. And that's the truth, Ruth. They don't have the wherewithal to commit murder the same after they come. And when I'm knocked out, they can't help but go through the motion of making that happen. So then they do, and then there goes their ability to kill. Men who need to come are that's when they're the most deadly. When a man needs to come is when they're the most capable of the most damage, and the ability to inflict pain on another human being is much greater. But my dog obviously got poisoned by something, and it wasn't anything in his house because he's a very picky eater. And he knows too. He knows it was somebody because he keeps looking at the cider door. He knows. He just realized that my dog is smart. Like he knows that he got poisoned by somebody. He knows whoever was at that door that put something in here that poisoned him. That's what happened. Because he just looked over there. Yep, I sure am. That's what I'm doing right now, as a matter of fact. Yep, I plan on ratting you out solid for as long as I need to, honey. So I'm pretty much full-time rat at this point. Yep, it's a full-time job, and then plus I'm getting overtime for it now too. So yep, you got her, bud. I'm keeping up the ratting like you wouldn't believe, honey. I won't let you down. You can count on me. I will not let you down, darling. I'm going to rat it up, and I'm going to rat it down, and I'm going to rat it from side to side, and I'm going to rat. Every day, all day long. It's a full-time job at this point. It's a full-time job now. Hey, there's one case of fucking food from out there. They're out there letting me know that they think I'm a rat. And I said, well, you don't even know how big of a rat I am, sweetheart. The biggest rat in America. There's no rat bigger in America than me right now. Is there anything else I can rat out for you? Let me know. if you want to find out how big and bad I am, you can also try me. I provide free demonstrations all day if you want. Yep, I'm a big, fat, happy rat, baby. Ready to demonstrate my skills for you. Yeppers. Did you hear that? That was a rat attack out there. Them are my neighbors. Gotta love them. Hubby. Mm-hmm. Did you hear them? They're so sweet. You know, I really love them. I think I just really love them. I don't know why we never did get closer than we got, but I sure do love them, baby. Oh, they're neat people. Oh, and skin hanging off of her butt cheeks, chick. Her boyfriend made sure and came blazing around the corner. He wanted me to know that he's right there. He's got a pit bull. He's got a big pit bull and he's right there. Don't worry, I got you ratted out too. Both you guys. Got you ratted out. We got the creeps in the station wagon out here completely ratted out. They're right there in the station wagon. What's the license plate to get on the station wagon? Gotta make sure we write this down and not rat it BYN 3755. Okay, well I gotta write everything down in my rat journal, hun. Yep. It's a full-time job at this point, bud. Full-time job. BYN 3755. Camped out in the Mexican parking spot. He's just here picking up a friend. He's just here picking up a friend. Yep, he's just here picking up a friend. Yep, he's just here picking up a friend. That's all. I said, well, hon, that's cool. You can write me down in your rat notebook all you want. Don't bother me. But I just want you to know that I got to write you down in my rat journal. Yeah, gray station wagon. People camped out in front of my house, backed up to my door in the space where the Mexican usually parks that's been threatening my life and really was part of the whole gas tank puncture wound thing last night. And the guy and the girl that was being a lookout with the Mexicans last night, her boyfriend and their pit bull came cruising around the corner just then. Then we got Will with like all these different things. He's got like bombs in his hand and he's got his hood on. And, oh, heavens. We got some heavy duty fucking action out here today, kids. All kind of action out in front today. All kinds of people just fired the fuck up. They're just fired the fuck up. They're really on one today. Oh, they're going to take off out of here without picking up their friend. They've decided maybe they need to go. Oh, there they go. There goes my buddies. Ooh, what is that? A chainsaw? I have a chainsaw too. Oh no, that's that little motorcycle that Will bought with some of his stolen money. No, I don't know. I didn't see his name on it specifically because I don't know what they're His mom has been very, very on top of harassing me. So I know that she must be part of it. She's always freaking out. She's always nervous and just on the lookout. And she's part of the lookout team, and so is Will. And yeah, all these people. But a lot of the main characters were right out here just now when I went to my car. Just went to my car. I actually didn't plan on going out to my car today. Because obviously I'm not going to get my mail package. I don't really want to drive my car with a gas leak. And but these creeps that are sitting in front of my house are extra greasy. And they are planted right in the spot where the Mexican usually parks. And they are probably going to attempt something and get their balls blown off. I know that I told you, I wanted to say that I don't have a way to defend myself, you guys, but because I just don't want the cops in here trying to call me on having something. But I'm going to point the computer this way because I may very well have to do this live on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And if I get to blow someone's fucking balls off, I'm going to do it live on Facebook. And I probably should, maybe close my door so I don't have to worry about this shit. But I don't know. And because there was just kids walking in the yard. I won't be firing any bullets into the yard if somebody comes in here. I will fire them straight at their heads. And I will not miss. And they will be lying on the floor bleeding. And you will have to call the police department. And you'll have to call the ambulance. Don't call the cops. I don't even want to talk to the cops. I think from now on I might just call them, request an ambulance if anything. And not go to any of the hospitals in my area. But these scumbags that are sitting out here, their license plate is, what did I say? YN3755. They're just waiting for a friend. Bullshit. They're not waiting for a friend backed up to my house in the spot where the Mexican who usually threatens to kill me parks. No, they're extra fucking junkied out motherfuckers who are desperate to do anything that they can possibly think of for money. Yeah. And I'm not afraid of them at all. In fact, I should probably go tell them that I will blow your fucking balls off. Oh, they're gone. I was going to tell them that if they want a bullet, I'll give them one. Nope, they boned out of here pretty quick, apparently, without picking their friend up. But they were here to pick up. Yeah. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, I got an extra amount. We got extra hired on scumbags. I mean, we got, those are members of the team that I haven't, well, actually, I might know one of them. I probably know both of them. Yeah, I'm dead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been dead for a long time, but guess what? We're on the living end of this journey. Yeah, we're done with the dead part. The old dead routine, that's over. Your shit's over. Actually, you're fucking done. The dead part is done. I've been dead for long enough, so now it's just time to live. It's time to live at this point. From here on out, it's nothing but living, baby. We're past the dead stage. Yep, now it's your turn to be dead. Yay! Now you get to be dead. And I hope that you live through the entire experience of being dead. Because it's always better to experience dead while you're alive. It's always better. I mean, hell, I've had to experience my dead while I was alive. So you should have to too. I mean, right? It's only fair. Dead. I'm dead. The guys in that station wagon, I don't care if they're not here picking anybody up. They're not parking in the Mexican spot, being creepy losers. I didn't even see them at first. Well, no, I noticed there was a different car parked there, and I didn't think anything of it because that wouldn't be out of the norm. I mean, I would expect another car to be parked in that kid's parking spot. Definitely. I would expect that. Oh, I wonder how long he's going to sit out here and rev his stupid motorcycle. That's like some kind of a... You know what he's doing, right? Just revving it up. Yeah, he sits out there and starts the car all the time for no reason, too. He's like, Brian. Yep. But, yeah. Those dudes were not backed up to my door where the Mexican usually parks, who was actually blatantly out in the parking lot last night when I went to the store, wanted me to know that they're right there shining their brights on me. I mean, they went out to their car specifically to do that. They weren't going anywhere or anything else. They just stayed out in their car and did that. Out there with the dude that has the girl that has the skin that hangs off of her butt, who thinks she's hot shit, who stole money out of my family's accounts, posing as me. I have a feeling that she's the one that probably cashed the checks that they stole from my bank and all the money they took out of my bank account. I think that might be the girl that is the one that posed as me using my ID. I do. I got that feeling a while back from a couple different, things that made me think that. I think her name might be Heidi, maybe. I don't know if that's Heidi or not, but I think it is. And I think she has posed as me quite a bit, actually. I think she's posed as me numerous times for numerous fraudulent purposes. Yes. I think she is one of the main people that maybe she might be one of the, well, there's a lot of people, but she's one that's done it several times and several different instances. And I think she's one that they use because she gets away with it and she looks, her face, she can pass as me. She's one that's solid for real, passed as me plenty of times, enough to where she's kind of like one of the go-to people. There's some other ones too. Yep. I've been to my appointments before. I had an appointment one time at Goodwill, and I had already been to my appointment. They already showed me as having gone to my appointment, and Goodwill was just like standing there like, Lana was. She was like, huh? And that day in the waiting room with me were a whole bunch of creeps. In fact, a black dude that I met, named Ashad or something like that. Yeah. But that chick with the skin sagging off of her ass, I think her name's Heidi, and I think she has impersonated me on several occasions. And I do believe that she is actually somebody that people use specifically for that purpose, because she's been able to do it successfully and proven that she can, and so that she's kind of a go-to girl that way. And I do believe that there are some fake identity that's mixed in about the Mexicans too. I don't think they're Mexicans though. They're like Honduras or something. Honduras. Is Morocco by Honduras? because there's something. I feel like there's a connection there a bit. Yeah, they're not Mexicans, I don't think. They might be, but they're the really, really, really short Mexicans, and well, all Mexicans are really, really short, but they mean like they're really, really short, and they're it's not. I don't think it's Mexican, but it might be Mexican. I don't know, but I don't think they're legal, and I think the way that they're not legal, and what makes me sad is that they have children. But you know what? My child is suffering, okay, and my child has suffered for a very long time, and she is an American citizen, and so am I. And you people are fucking with our lives. And you know what? I want extra security around my child right now. I want extra security around my child. I want extra security. I want extra knowledge about what is going on every minute of my child's life. I want to be very careful about who is around her. The fact that her boyfriend is from Newport is extremely disturbing to me because there is a very lot of people that are up in that area specifically who are involved with the identity theft that is going on here. Okay. Parker, I'm sorry, but the fact that your parents are always so uber excited to see Maya is that right there bothers me too. The way that Maya describes his parents being so happy to see Maya bothers me. I do think that this carbon monoxide alarm does definitely not work. So that's good to know. I'm not kidding. That's how these people are because he specifically had it in his truck to give to me. I was a little weird. And it doesn't work. Like, I know what I'll do. I'll stick it at my tailpipe or something, or I'll put it on some exhaust of something here, and maybe my no, I guess my air compressor won't do it. It'll have to be a car. But yeah, I'll guarantee you that this CO2 sensor does not work. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not doing the same things that I do normally to care for myself every day, you know. But I mean, at this point, I'm just like, I'm not going to stop and distract myself from anything but this, period. I'm like, seriously. It's kind of how I feel, you know. I mean, like, the minute I try to do anything anyways, these people just, like, attack me, so. Like, I went out to my car just to, like, get a couple things of chicken and some applesauce that was in my car. There's still more stuff out there that I probably should bring in, but, like, I don't need any more things in my house, for one thing. Oops. Okay. I look like hell. Oh, yuck. I'm covering this up. And not have you guys look at me like looking like this. Gross. Gross, baby. Those people sitting out in front of my house, backed up to the door. We're backed up to your door, waiting for our friend. Yeah, well, totally sounds legit. Totally fits in with the legitness of everything else that's going on here. Yeah. Totally, totally. I don't ever see that dude. That girlfriend's dude with this dog. I don't ever see him. But I've seen her a lot lately. She's been out and about, wandering around a lot lately when I come in and out. Specifically, I mean, like, it's not really anything. Like, lingering around. But you don't ever see him. So the fact that he came cruising around the corner when he saw me, it was like, this is what he's doing. He wanted to make sure I saw him. Dude, you don't fucking scare me, dude. None of you fuckers do. I do have a way. I'm not going to talk about what I have, but I'm telling you right now, these people will get a bullet in their head. Okay? That's what I will tell you. If they come in my house, I will shoot them. I'm sorry if the cops want to fucking harass me about that. then I guess that's their right to go ahead and do. But I better not get fucking harassed about that. And I better not be, I don't want no fucking bullshit that has to do with that. The fact that I would even have to be like this is their fault. So don't even fucking come at me. Don't even fucking try putting me in fucking jail because of anything that I have no choice but to do. Okay? I have to be ready to protect myself. I don't have a choice. It is very clear at this point that I do not have a choice but to be prepared to protect myself. So don't come around here thinking you're going to try to arrest me for anything that I have no choice to have. Don't you dare. Because I swear to God, I will sue the fuck out of you. Decomposing vegetation or biomass, even belches from... Okay, so I'm going to produce some pretty serious CO2 on this machine to prove to you that it does not work. Because it doesn't work. The CO2 monitor right here, it does not work. And I'm not lying. And it was given to me by the maintenance man's helper, Adam. And I promise you it doesn't work. It's just like the fireman's CO2 tester. Yeah, and all the mention of gas all over everybody's Facebook pages. Yeah, Bernie and fucking Sean Poole. And Sean Poole says, "Why do you smell like gas, honey? That's my perfume." This is some fucking bullshit he put on his Facebook. Yeah, main sources of carbon. Okay. Yeah, okay. Plants produce it. That's right. My shit in the toilet will produce carbon dioxide. I could fart on this thing, and it should read. Organic and their forest fires. Oh, forest fires, duh. And the emissions from volcano eruptions. Yep. Naturally absorbs CO2. So I'm going to create some carbon dioxide just to prove to you right now that this machine does not work. And you will see that it does not work. And it was specifically given to me. He had it to specifically give it to me. Like, I don't know, this thing does not work. Do any of the CO2 things that they put in people's homes work? No beard. Oh, I have a beard. You want me to shave my beard? There is money in that house for you.
Just got this check for $26,000 from the AMA to pay off my mortgage. With this AMA...
What's up, you guys? So I have a message for you. So I've been getting a channel message for maybe about a couple days now, where the message talks about money in the home. There's money in the home. Okay. So a lot of times money is stored in like homes. People have heard of money being stored in homes and like in the wall.